Tonight is Saturday and we are doing Indian fry bread tacos. This is Pioneer Woman recipe. I will have the link down below. So I have that made and it has to rise. So it's under there rising, hopefully. And then we'll get them fried up and get tacos made. Okay, so the dough has risen and we pushed them out into flat circles, or close to a circle. Good, and now we're frying them, and this is what they look like when they're done. Okay, here's the finished taco, and then we did pineapple and corn that I didn't take. So, supper on Saturday is Indian tacos. Tonight is Sunday, and I just got together our dill dip. It is equal parts mayonnaise and sour cream. I did a cup of each. And then quite a few shakes of the seasoned salt along with dried dill weed. So I just got it mixed up and it's going to go in the fridge. And then it's M's birthday, so under here is our pizza crust that I have going. This is the Pioneer Woman's recipe, and I made a gluten-free one for Elle. We'll see how that turns out. I'll let you know how the gluten-free one is. And I just use Costco's gluten-free all-purpose flour. So, do you like the dill dip? Yeah. She's licking the spoon that we stirred it up with. So, that is what's for supper on Sunday. Okay, here's the finished pizza. I doubled the recipe, and it did make 2, but they're smaller. Hopefully it feeds. We have like 8 girls over here for M's birthday. And then here's the gluten-free one. It looks ugly, but Elle said it tastes normal. So, I sliced her off a little piece of the crust to make sure it was done, because it didn't brown, and it's really crumbly, but she said it looked like a person, so she was happy. So, I will link this down below and for the recipe. But supper on Sunday. Okay, this is the cake that I made for M. She wanted an ice cream cake. Sorry for the background noise. I only have one daycare kid today, and her and AJ are having a lot of fun in the living room playing. So this is the Duggar's ice cream cake. It cost me roughly $14 for a 9x13 pan. Ice cream sandwiches ended up being 3-something a box of 12, and this needed 20. So I don't know. I just felt like I paid too much for it compared to what I did in the past. So I don't know. Maybe ice cream sandwiches have went up in price. But it's a layer of ice cream sandwiches, half of a container of Cool Whip. I buy the True Whip because it's a little bit healthier, and this is 75 cents more than the Cool Whip stuff. Half a jar of caramel sauce and chocolate syrup, and then I crunched up some Butterfingers, and then I repeated those layers. And then you just put it in the freezer till you are ready for it. So you could do, you know, if you don't like Butterfingers, you could do probably any type of candy bar. You could do peanuts, really whatever you want. If you don't like chocolate and caramel sauce, you could probably use some of the other flavorings. So I will link this recipe down below, but easy and inexpensive compared to Dairy Queen ice cream cake is what we had for M's birthday. This is what's for supper on Monday night. I made our cheeseburgers that have, if you haven't watched this before, it's hamburger, shredded pepper jack, and tonight I used a different kind. It was some jalapeno, mild jalapeno, some new flavor I saw. Onions, oatmeal, and whipping cream, or half and half. I didn't have either of the whipping cream or half and half, so I just used some milk. And they're a little drier than what they normally are with the whipping cream and half, so that does kind of make a difference. But then just grill those up. We did not have any buns, so if you're in the same boat, just use bread. It's a lot cheaper than buns and everything. So I've toasted mine, and then chips that are left over from M's party, along with veggies and homemade dill dip. So this is what's for supper on Monday. Tuesday night we had leftovers, and I ended up actually making little pizzas. We had English muffins for breakfast, and I had a bunch left over, and then leftover hamburger from tacos on Saturday. So I made little mini pizzas, and I just put them in the oven on, I think, 375 for about 10 minutes. And then salad and leftover veggies and dill dip from M's party on Sunday. So leftovers turned into pizza night. that I made the pizza from the leftovers. So, supper on Tuesday.